Yes, Jesus is mine. I know it's true. I'm holding in the hand on my way to heaven. Lord, I have found the wonderful Savior who is freely blessing me. I am here. He is mine. He's mine. All of my burden now.
All right, welcome to the Bethel Light. That clip you just saw is a fantastic artist named Mavis Staples. I recorded it while I was at Coachella this last weekend with 3 other pastor friends of mine. We had such a great time just camping and listening to great music and spending time talking about our lives and what's going on and really where we see our life in the future and everything happening. It was a really beautiful time. It's interesting, when I say Coachella and that I was going to Coachella, a lot of people were freaking out, right? The idea of Coachella is this like drug-infested music scene, and yeah, there's plenty of drugs out in the desert. But the reality is God is just as present at that music festival as he is in our churches. In fact, I heard more references to God and Jesus at this festival than I possibly could have ever imagined. The first song, the first artist that we saw was Mavis Staples, and 4 or 5 of her songs in her entire set were old church songs that she had taken and shifted into this beautiful jazzy vibe that was profound. The second song that she sang was Take Me to the Waters, right? An old baptismal song. It was unbelievable. Even as a pastor, right, I struggle with this idea that God could be in that place, but yet God was way more present than I ever expected. In fact, multiple artists talked about Jesus and God and talked about what it means to be welcomed into a community. Isn't it crazy that 90,000 people have to go to the desert in order to find connection? That often our churches and our communities are the places where they find the least connection and acceptance. That's why part of the core of Bethel is about love and acceptance and compassion for all people, right? That we don't have to wait until a summer music festival in order to meet God in this space, that God is everywhere all around us. That's what this series is all about. Stop going to church and start being the church is about what does it mean when we as followers of Jesus live our life out in the way that we are the church, that the church is a group of people who are gathered together around the way of Jesus, and we're just as much church on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as we are on Sunday morning in this building that we call a sanctuary. This Sunday's text is from Colossians chapter 2, and it's a beautiful passage. We're going to be reading the whole chapter on Sunday, but I just want you to hear the very first part of it. This is Colossians chapter 2, starting with verse 6. It says, "My counsel for you is simple and straightforward. Just go ahead with what you've been given. You've received Jesus Christ. Now live in him. You're deeply rooted in him. You are well constructed upon him. You know your way around the faith. Now just do what you've been taught. School's out. Quit studying the subject and start living it. And let that living spill over into Thanksgiving." Imagine what it would be like, right? If we all woke up into the reality that God has already done this work, that Jesus has done this work, and that we're rooted in the work of love. And as we're rooted in the work of love, it begins to grow up and out of us. And then we become this well-constructed life in the way of Jesus. Rooted and grounded and constructed upon Jesus. And out of that, right, this Thanksgiving fruit begins to bubble off of this tree, and people come and they eat off of it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they eat the presence of God out of our lives. This is what it means to be the church. This is what we're going to be talking about. And Paul realizes that this is more difficult than it seems sometimes because we have different groups warring to take us away. We're going to talk about some of those groups historically and then what that means in our lives today, this Sunday. But I would love for you to come and join us and to engage in any active community that you want here at Bethel. And know that you're always welcome, that you are accepted just as you are. There's nothing you need to do. That work's already been done in Jesus. You're welcome here at Bethel. So the question for this week is what are you rooted in? What are you constructed upon? If it's not Jesus, what is it? Come, join us on Sunday, and go in peace, serve the Lord, and have a great week.